बेटा, are you fine? हाँ माँ, I said no, I'm fine. It's okay, leave me alone. मुझे वो लड़कियों वाली बातें नहीं करनी है. मुझसे ऐसे मत बोलो. How such statements coming from your boys or men? Hello and welcome to Musings of a Masterly. I'm Meenul Desai and here I share a medley of my unique experiences shaped by students, teachers and life in general and at times by my own family. So the other day I went to watch Chhichhore, the new movie that has come out with my entire clan. The movie had certain dialogues which were too adult for my kids, but overall they liked it. The movie is about these set of friends, one of whom tries to commit suicide because he cannot withstand the idea of not getting into the college of his choice. It's heartbreaking to see the parents attend to their child who is on deathbed. It's a nicely made movie. And me being a parent and the masterly that I am, I had to talk about it to my kids on our way back home. So I kind of just asked, I'm like, what is one key takeaway that you have from this movie? As soon as I said this, my son, my 9-year-old boy, he says, ha mana badi khabar chhe. He kind of wanted me to change the topic. The girls, however, went into this thinking mode, and after a while they opened up and they started talking about how they must be prepared to face failure and how they will inevitably do so, but they will have the courage to face it and will not take such extreme steps, etc. etc. The boy, however, was silent throughout. He never spoke a word. And although we asked him gently, repeatedly, all of us asked him, he chose not to speak up, which was very unusual because he's not the reticent, silent types. He usually speaks up, but he didn't. We left it like that. Back home, when I asked him that would he want to share something with me, just me and him, he just looked at me with those expectant eyes and he wanted to say something. He opened his lips but closed them before he could even utter a sound. He didn't know how to speak up. I stood there, waited for him, and over the next 5 to 10 minutes, he literally, physically underwent that unease of trying to speak something that he was not comfortable with. At the end, he did speak up and he said that, I was very touched by the child who tried to commit suicide and I didn't know how to talk about it. I didn't know how to open up and all that. And I've learned my lesson, but I didn't know how to talk about that lesson. And I was touched. I said, why did you not speak up? So he's like, a part of it was the movie itself. The movie had further stereotyped this idea that men don't talk to their loved ones till they are on their deathbed. And it was appalling. A recent example, our Chandrayaan failed and the ISRO chief, when he broke down before our PM, the entire internet went crazy trying to make it sound as if the ISRO chief was a weakling, that it was unmanly. Why do we have such expectations of our boys and of our men, which we know is not going to be met? Are men not human? Are they not subject to the same kind of emotions that we do? And why do we have these movies and this cultural thing about that goes on, keeps on goading them to be more manly? I don't know what's the way out. I just hope and pray that I have taught my son to withstand that cultural onslaught of toxic masculinity. I just hope and pray that he has the courage to speak up for what he feels. That's me, the master me, signing off and living in these troubled times. Thank you so much and see you some other time. Goodbye.